I just heard what sounded like a door open. That's two wooden knocks in the wall here. That was preceded by the sound of Gizmo scratching herself in the living room. I keep closing my eyes to go to sleep, and right when I fall asleep, there's one to be heard. That's Fifi and Red in the hallway, which means Roland's out of Roland's bedroom. That was Roland returning Fifi and Red to this apartment. That was the sound of the door I heard. I didn't hear the sound of Fifi and Red like that before that. So Roland took the dogs out, except for Gizmo. He left Gizmo inside. Roland just opened the front door and let Fifi and Red back in, and that's probably what it was. Because when I used to sleep on the couch, Roland would do that, and then take off in the Sentra or the Lincoln. Yeah, here comes the aircraft escort for Roland. And I just heard a car door slam. I have no knowledge of what Roland is doing or where Roland is going. Roland hasn't communicated with me since before I left for work yesterday. Yesterday morning. And there's a shove in the wall. It was preceded by a dog scratching in front of our bedroom door. Here in Jake's room. So Jake is down asleep. And Jake has been sound asleep since 12:30 a.m. last night when Jake and I went to bed. And Jacob has not gotten out of bed since 12:30 a.m. And nobody has been in Jake's bed but Jake since 12:30 a.m. last night. Except for Gizmo. Before Gizmo left this room. And there was another hard wooden hit in the wall. Not real loud, though. You know, aircrafts aren't necessarily it's called plain English. You could even use a plane to do some skywriting if you wanted to, but to say that I'm aware and I know where Roland's going. No, I don't. Roland's never told me. I've played the game where those aircraft have flown over, and I've jumped into Roland's car and said, oh, gee, let me come with you. And all you'll do is drive to a gas station or the store or something and buy something piddly and then take me back home and drop me off and leave again. So he won't tell me where he's going. And I begged him to. And I've raised the roof trying to get him to tell me he's not going to. He's making too much money and having too much fun playing James Bond games like this. And I gotta pee again. there's something wrong with the plumbing, because when Roland goes in there and empties out that catheter or moves his bowels, the stench of it comes into this room. And, I mean, I know these walls are falling apart. You can see the ceiling molding is coming apart there. But, you know, this really should be in place. I gotta pay. How much JFK I just dropped? Gotta get in Jake's second door now. Taking them and knocking the deadbolt. Opening the door. Yeah, roll it back to JFK. So everything I narrated was true. Roland snuck out of the apartment. Those two sounds that I wasn't sure what they were in fact the front door. Yeah, the Sentra is gone. Blue SUV is still parked downstairs. Pat's car is parked next door. But Ronnie's car is not. So everything that I've described in text messages as I've been sitting or laying in my bed in Jake's room while Jake's been sound asleep since 12:30 a.m. I've been exactly right. You can tell that I'm just describing what I'm perceiving, too, because these events are happening separately, and the truth of it doesn't become evident of what the sounds are until after the fact sometimes. Let's see. Well, 7:50. I have been up since 4 o'clock. Went out late in my bed in Jake's bedroom, and Jake's been in Jake's bed since 12:30 a.m. in Jake's bedroom. So Jake's got a bed in Jake's bedroom, and I have my own bed in Jake's bedroom. It's really just twin bed that's been pulled apart. 2 separate mattresses. I'm sleeping on the box spring. Jake sleeps on the top mattress. Well, I think I just destroyed anybody's argument that I don't know what I am perceiving. And I'm just jumping to wild conclusions. Maybe you can watch the video and see that what I'm saying is true. Ronnie's car is not parked next door, and it was last night when Jake and I came home and when I went out to pee this morning on the porch. And the Sentra is not parked out there in front of our apartment building. Kiss my... Here you go, doggies. Y'all are something to eat. It's all empty. Watch out. I am unable to perceive and cannot surmise. I'm afraid my son and I are going to be killed by a bunch of street thugs on drugs being protected by jackets with a badge in the Shreveport Police Department who are working 24/7 to illegally surveil me and my son, pretending that they're as good as James Bond when they're in fact doing things that I myself am able to perceive and record on video and audio monitoring of my own equipment. So, follow the money, honey. It's going to lead you straight to the Shreveport Police Department or the District Attorney's Office. These are civilian being used to conduct an illegal investigation by a police officer or a district attorney's investigator, somebody with a badge. I don't know who it is. Never met the cop and don't know him. Never given consent to supervise me or my son or act as my representative in financial transactions or legal matters or anything, or to monitor me and my son. And that person has never actually interacted with me and my son. You can't supervise somebody without interacting with them personally. Spying on them with spying equipment or with snitches or just watching them is not the same as supervising them and being there personally to observe what you say you're documenting is true. If you're not present, then how could you possibly know what you hear is actually what is happening? And you cannot supervise somebody. I know that because I've been a school teacher for 5 years. Got 11 years of experience in the field of education. You can't supervise anybody without interacting with them personally. I object to any and all testimony. I've never given anybody permission to do anything in any kind of case related to me and my son. I object to the administrative record on the grounds that all of it's been falsified and illegally collected. This is 130 East Boulevard Street, Shreveport, Louisiana. There's my disabled red Durango. I haven't been able to drive since September because Roland broke my water pump and serpentine belt. So we see what a tangled web we weave when we practice to be double-O dumb fuck. Yeah, there's the bus here. See if we go downstairs. I'm going to eat some spaghetti and meatballs now. No, Gizmo, stay. Stay, Gizmo. Oh, I didn't take Gizmo out here and took out Baby Red. And I am back in my bed with a can opener and a can of great value. Generic brand spaghetti and meatballs, which I'm going to eat with my can opener. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to wake you. Hearty breakfast of champions. Bruce Jenner would love this.